change the name to change the name to cooking class.
There's a muscle man there.
That's what is this? Oh, why is that showing up? I want to change this to Chef's Master.
Yeah.
I want to change the name.
Click on the name.
I did that earlier.
Settings.
Yeah. Oh, there's Gail. That is here. Rename. There you go.
Right?
Rename. Yep.
I can hear y'all.
Good. Hi, Gail. All right. Forget.
I think we have a member joining us, folks.
Thank you for those of you arriving early. Sit tight. We're getting set up. We'll start at around. We'll start at 6 o'clock.
You can. All right, let me make sure he toggles. Because we wanted to make it so that you cannot unmute yourself. Right?
Noel, we're going to adjust the audio.
Okay. Can you hear me okay there, Pam?
I can, and y'all look great too.
All right. Can you hear me okay even with the mask on? Is that okay?
Yeah, it's almost the same.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Okay.
And I think you don't have your camera up. That's why it's like, yeah. Okay.
A lot of your shoulders.
It's muted. Oh, I should mute them. It's up to you. Looks like they muted themselves. So yeah, I think they're muted on it. Oh. All right. For those arriving early, welcome. We're just waiting for a few more minutes. We start at 6 o'clock. And so hang tight. In the meantime, maybe it's a good time to get your ingredients ready. Get your wine open. Get your wine open. Pour yourself a starter glass. And we'll be with you shortly. Thank you. Just want me to silence ourselves for now?
I can hear everything you're saying.
Good evening, everybody. We're just waiting for 6 o'clock and we'll start the show.
Okay.
Time, get your ingredients ready. Pour yourself a glass of wine while we're waiting, and we'll be with you shortly. Thank you.
Jim, I'm missing a bowl. It goes to my set.
Good evening, everybody. About 4 more minutes, we'll start. Yes. Got everybody getting in here. The Pinkuses are here. Emily Shell, Miss Lovely, Miss Baird, Miss Hinton, Rob and Nick. Welcome,
Hey, Noel.
everyone.
Noel.
With you.
Hey, Aaron. Hey, Noel.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Mary. Easy.
You got it. Filling up, looking good. While we're waiting a couple more minutes, now's a good chance to get your ingredients ready. Get your wine glass poured. And we'll start in about a minute and a half. Welcome, everybody.
Everyone in?
Yeah. Oops. Uh-oh. What happened? What did I do? There it is. Speaker, that's how you call it, right?
You want to have the chat.
Okay.
There you go. You can move it over to the side.
Liking the levels.
The chat's working.
Chat's working. All right, how is it?
Calling out Doug Thorne. Calling out Doug Thorne.
We got 22. All right, we're going to start.
Hi, Noel.
Hello.
It's my son, Jason. I'm Elizabeth. Hi.
All right.
I'm Linda. This is my COVID buddy, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Just a quick question. Were we supposed to have more recipes in that box than just the souffle, or was it only the
No.
souffle recipe?
Just play recipe.
Okay. And then was I supposed to have white chocolate in there and or anything for
I
the
just included that recipe in because this is probably one of my favorite things to eat with this souffle. So Stilton blue cheese, some people don't have a liking to it. So I kept it the creme anglaise. I included the recipe for future reference in case you wanted to make this again, to try this blue cheese or the Stilton cream and white chocolate. It
Super.
goes delicious with the souffle. In
It
fact,
sounds awesome.
we had it on the menu here at the club last year.
Sounds amazing. I had the white chocolate, but not the Stilton, but I'll put my white chocolate away. So thank you.
But I'm going to unload my box. Let's get this started.
All right. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome. Happy New Year to all of you. It's great to see you, even just in Zoom for now. Hopefully, we get to see you at the club real soon. Anyway, welcome to the Master Cooking Class with Chef Aaron. I am your host, Noel Omila. I hope you've tried the cocktail videos, or have you seen the cocktail videos that Michael Perry has done. He's done the Sazerac and the Velvet Gentleman. I hear they're good, so you should check it out. Back to the class. I hope I guess you've all picked up the ingredients for those who are cooking along tonight. And I know that some of you are just watching the show and maybe cooking along later. This show is being recorded, and we can all review it later and follow along with Chef. I know that's what I'm going to do, and show my wife that I can cook. Anyway, the format, like previous cooking shows, we'll let the chef demonstrate how to prepare these menu items. Got the scallops and the souffle. And then if you have any questions, we've got all of you muted, I believe. If you have any questions, just type it in the chat box, and we'll try to get to your questions during the show and hopefully get to all of them before the end of the presentation. And so without further ado, sit back and relax or stand up and cook. I give you Chef Aaron Johnson.
Okay, so first of all, I kind of want to prepare you guys for some of the equipment stuff you guys are going to need. You want to bring the camera over?
Yep.
I've got a total of 4 saucepans. Okay. I would recommend getting 4 of them. 4 saucepans. Also, you're going to need a saute pan. I'll give everybody a few seconds to get that 4 saucepans. It's okay if they're all the same size. One's going to be for the beurre blanc. One's going to be for risotto. One's going to be for tempering the chocolate. And the other one's going to be for warming up the lobster stock. And I'm going to unload. I prepared myself a box also. And I am going to unload my box, go through it, and you're going to have 4 sections: sauce, risotto, souffle, and scallops. So I'm gonna unload that in a minute. So you got 4 saucepans, 1 saute pan. In one of your saucepans, I would put a ladle. Just have it there because you're going to need it. 4 saucepans, 1 saute pan, and a ladle. Let's come over here. Some of the other items you're going to need: rubber spatula if you have one, a whisk, rubber spatula and a whisk. I've got a set of tongs. Look at them all scrambling. I got some spoons. You're going to need 2 stainless steel bowls. 2 stainless steel bowls. And of course, some tasting spoons. Grab some tasting spoons out of your silverware drawer, pull them out. I have a sheet pan that I'm going to put my soufflés on. 1 sheet pan. A wooden spoon. If you got 2, great. If not, 1 will work. Any questions so far?
Type it in the chat box. Thank
Type
you.
it in the chat box. Let me go over it real quick. 4 saucepans, saute pan. A ladle in one of your saucepans. You got a wooden spoon, you're going to need that. Spatulas, whisks, tongs, tasting spoons, and 2 stainless steel. If they're not stainless steel, glass works, ceramic works, something that's going to conduct heat, because you're going to need to be able to melt the chocolate. If the second bowl is not stainless steel, that's fine. We're just whipping egg whites in it. So any bowl will do with that, but it conducts heat. It's better if you have it that way. And one sheet pan to put your souffles in.
And then got the ramekins for this.
I supplied everybody with ramekins for the souffles.
Beautiful.
That's what they're for. And please, if everyone can return them, I know our GM's on the call. Just make sure you give them back to me. All right. Is everybody good?
Do the bowls need to be stainless? No, you don't have to be stainless.
As long as it conducts heat, glass, stainless steel, ceramic, something that's going to conduct heat for the chocolate. Yes, so one of them needs to conduct heat. The second one doesn't have to be stainless. We are going to be making the double boiler for the chocolate. Yes, that's what one of your saucepans is for.
All right.
Everybody good? If not, going once, going twice, we're moving on. All right, so I'm going to start unloading my box. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out. This is lobster stock. Lobster stock. I made it earlier this week. It smells like lobster. This is what we're going to be making with our risotto. So one of your saucepans, the one with the ladle in it. We're going to open up the lobster stock. We're going to put it in one of the pans. And we are going to get it warm or hot. Do not bring it up to a boil. Medium to, whatever heat. You don't want it to boil. You just want it to be hot when we're going to be making our risotto. That's the first thing. Second thing, in your second saucepan, we need to get some water in one of them, just so it's getting hot. Get some water in one of them. Preferably start with hot water. If you do cold, it takes that much longer for it to heat up. So get hot water into one of them. Halfway full. Get that to a 3/4 away hot. Eventually, we'll turn it up full way to get it boiling, but that's when we do. Is the water for tempering the chocolate? Yes, it is. It's going to be a double boiler. We're going to create a double boiler with one of our bowls on top of that. Okay, so I'm going to go through some stuff with what I've got, and you guys. Again, we're going to create this into 4 sections: sauce, risotto, and scallops. Okay?
And souffle.
And souffle. One of the first things should be salt. Okay? Taste it. That's salt. I'm going to put that next to the stove for seasoning salt, or for seasoning the risotto. Okay? Next thing you got is you got this white wine with some peppercorns in it. That's going with the sauce section. Sauce section. You have some chopped chives going with the sauce. You have some cream. That's going with the sauce. You have some butter with the letter R written on it. Make sure, this is very important, this is going with the risotto and the sauce, but you need to make sure it's the one with the R, because the other butter is for the souffle and it's weighed out in grams and it needs to be specific. So make sure the one with the R is going with the sauce. Then we have next thing is you have some chopped shallots. This is going to be split between the sauce and the risotto. I will be specific. Sauce and risotto is going with the chopped shallots, but put it with your sauce for now.
Chef Doug Thorne is asking how much stock because I have to make my own.
Well, it's too late to make his own. How much stock? I got a quart of it.
And are there 2 creams?
Yes, there's 2 creams.
Okay.
But one is for the, we're covering the sauce right now. The next thing is you got a lemon. That's going with your sauce. Well,
Yeah.
you got a chance? So you should have 6 ingredients for your sauce. 6 ingredients: lemon, cream, shallots, chives, wine with peppercorns, and butter.
With the R.
With the R. Make sure it's with the R. All right. Now we're going to go into the risotto section. Of course, we got our arborio rice. You got shallots. Half your shallots is going to be going in here. You got garlic, rock shrimp, the other cream. Am I going too fast?
You can't find an R on our butter.
Click on them. Can you click on the McKeevers? Them personally?
McKeevers are always so much trouble.
Okay, McKeever, do you have 2 butters?
Yes.
Okay, show me both of them. Put them up close to the screen. So the one that the husband's having, that is for your souffle. This one over here, I must have missed putting it. That's going to be for your butter, for your butter sauce and your risotto.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, back to the risotto. We've got our arborio rice. We've got garlic. We've got cream, the other cream. We've got rock shrimp. And this little thing right here looks like cream cheese. That's mascarpone. Mascarpone, that's going with the risotto. And then you got this puppy full of basil and parsley, all the green herbs. That's going with your risotto. You have some fine ground Parmesan cheese. Parmesan cheese, that's going with your risotto. Okay. Then you got 2 oils. You see one's darker than the other one. One is olive oil, one is grapeseed oil. The olive oil is going with the risotto.
That's the darker one, right?
That's the yellow one. The lighter one in color set next to your scallops. So you should have had some U10 scallops and your grapeseed. We're going to be searing the scallops in the grapeseed oil. High heat. Not much flavor. Okay? So scallops and grapeseed oil together. I'm going to set these over here. That's my one. All right. So let me just do a quick review before we get into the souffle. White wine, chives, cream, shallots, and again, The shallots are going to be half for the risotto, half for the sauce. A lemon and a butter with an R on it. Half for your sauce, half for risotto. Okay? For the risotto, arborio rice, garlic, olive oil, herbs, mascarpone, parmesan, cream, and rock shrimp. Make sure your rock shrimp's in that section. Right. Souffle. Everybody should have received some souffle dishes. And I put a small ramekin of butter and a small ramekin of sugar in those souffle dishes. These are going to be for dusting the souffle before we cook them. Okay, that's strictly the purpose of it. We got our souffle there. We got 57 grams of 70% dark chocolate. That's going with your souffle. You have this butter. Some of it may be cut up, weighing in grams. Sometimes I'm not always perfect with how I cut them, but it's, you know, it's really tough. You have 4 eggs. We will separate those. We will use 3 egg yolks and 4 whites. So you're not going to need all the egg yolks. Okay. I made everybody some crème anglaise. Make sure that's with that. And I included some fresh raspberries. Delicious. Okay. The last thing you should have are the pea greens. These are just going to be garnished for the garnish. And you should have one more thing. This caviar. If anyone is having a hard time opening these, they can be a pain in the butt. What I would recommend is taking the back of the spoon like this, shoving it up there and prying that lid open. These things are notorious for being a little difficult to open. So the spoon, and just shove it up there and pry it open. Let me know if anybody has a problem. I'll come over and help you open it. I just need direction.
Do I want cast iron for the scallops here?
If you want cast iron, it's not a problem.
Could you repeat the oil info? The lighter one?
Okay. The lighter, you have 2 oils. Everybody take a look at their lobster stock and make sure it's not boiling. Just make sure it's hot. Turn down your water. I've got high temps over here, so it might go up really quick. Two oils. One's darker and one's lighter. The olive oil, which if you open it and taste it, tastes like olive oil. The second one, you're going to open that, taste that, and it tastes like nothing.
So the olive oil is for the
Olive oils for the risotto.
risotto. Thank you.
Okay. And you should have had a sugar, a big sugar also. That's going with your souffle. Everybody good?
Quick question, because we joined a little late. Sorry about that. We got the lobster stock warming up. Can you, what did you say about the water? I think we might have missed that. Sorry to slow you down.
What was the question?
The water.
The water.
I just need them to be just warm, almost steaming, not boiling.
The lobster stock, right?
The lobster stock, yes.
Okay.
Chef Aaron, on the souffle, there was the large sugar, but then there was also the small sugar. Are
The
they
small
both?
sugar is going to be for dusting the ramekins
Okay.
with the butter.
Thank you.
Hopefully you guys got a couple teams on there. Someone's going to help with that. So the first thing I'm going to start with is the beurre blanc, okay? I got a small saucepan. I am going to be adding the wine with the peppercorns. And crank it. Turn it up full blast. White wine and peppercorns. You are also going to add about a third of the shallots. A third of the shallots. Just like that. I don't know if they can say that.
Yes.
Just like that. White wine, peppercorns, and shallot.
That's in a new fresh pan, right, Chef?
Excuse me?
That's in a new fresh saucepan.
Yes.
Okay.
So right now you should have 3 pans going. One with water, one with the white wine, shallot, peppercorn, and the other one with the lobster stock. And just keep that lobster stock low, because it should be hot now. We don't want to reduce it any further, because we're going to need some for the risotto. All right. So we got the white wine going for our sauce. That's going to start reducing. And the next thing I want you guys, I'm going to kind of jump around. We're going to take our souffle dishes, pull that little piece of butter out. We're going to rub this butter all over this ramekin.
Oh, there,
Both
honey.
of them.
See the little ramekins?
Use
The
your
white ones?
fingers.
Use the soft butter. Here.
The small one. Don't be shy with it. There should be more than enough
Very
for both
gentle.
those ramekins. I'm going to do the second one. Get the butter all over it. Make sure you get the bottom of it. Every square inch of this inside of this ramekin should be buttered up. And I still have a ton of butter left. Okay. Then I'm going to pour this small ramekin of sugar inside there. Just kind of get it coated on the inside. You have a little plate underneath. Just kind of tilt it.
Is it okay for the wine to be boiling?
Yeah, we're going to reduce it. And when we reduce it, you're going to be reducing almost all the way, which in French terms they call à sec, A-U-S-E-C.
Bummer.
All right. Everybody got their ramekins buttered up?
Yep.
All right. Yeah. By now,
I think so, yes.
wine should be reducing. Come over, Charles. Should be reducing. My stock is hot. Go from there. All right. All right. The boil.
Well,
Is everybody okay
I
working
won't try
3, 4
it.
things at one time? Yeah.
no. No.
Okay, the other thing, if your wine starts reducing to where there's not a lot of wine left in it, just pull it off until we get to that point. But you want this to be à sec, A-U-S-E-C, almost reduced all the way. Okay, we're gonna just keep letting this cook. I don't have it on full blast. I got it like on 3/4. It's just slowly reducing. I got my water boiling. And I have my lobster stock.
How do I see? I can't even see anything now.
I'll bring it back up.
See, it's- That's a mission impossible.
Yep.
That's a mess.
Everybody good? No problems? We haven't burned anything yet? Good. We're doing good. All right. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get my third, or actually my fourth saucepan going. I'm going to turn it to about medium heat. I'm going to add not all of the olive oil. I would say
This isn't my first rodeo.
half of it.
Or you're, well, you're trying to be person instead.
What's he
There
doing?
goes the garlic.
Chef, is this for the scallops?
Is this for the scallops?
No, we're making risotto.
Oh,
Let's not do that.
So, saucepan with olive oil, garlic, and shallots.
Well, what's
Saucepan, olive oil, garlic, shallots.
this was gonna be the.
Well, it's very like
this?
Good.
That,
This one?
yeah.
We're gonna slowly
This will be
Yeah.
for the.
I can feel it.
cook that risotto and garlic, get it kind of sweating in here.
We need to do risotto.
So for the
smelling
risotto,
good over here.
oh, for the risotto, half the one, half.
Okay. Oh, no, that's not killing me. No.
Everybody good?
No, what?
All right.
Yes.
The remaining shallot.
Jeff, would you put
repeat, Chef? Can you repeat?
for the risotto? We half
So
the oil.
you need to get your olive oil, garlic, and shallots in your saucepan. We're starting the risotto.
We gotta be kidding. We're not gonna. Hey, can everybody else just mute the
Arboreal
line
rice
and
in.
let the chef actually speak so we can hear him?
People might be muted. I can hear them saying, Chef.
Chef,
Yes.
I have a question. Barbara here. We picked up all the ingredients because I couldn't get to, I didn't pick up your food kit. So we have all the ingredients, but not the measurements. So when you say olive oil or butter or garlic or whatever, I could guess, but if you could just throw out what, is it a half a cup or a cup?
2 ounces of garlic and half ounce of shallots.
Thank you. Thank you. Half an ounce of shallots right in here. Okay.
What I'm doing is coating this rice with the olive oil. That's all I'm doing right now.
How much oil did he say? And how much oil?
How much oil, Chef?
2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons.
Two.
So we should put the rice into the.
So let me. Everyone's got some questions. Let me step back here real quick. Everyone, just kind of pay attention real fast. Olive oil, garlic, and shallots, and just slowly sweat them.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
And we're just going to add the rice, and we're going to get it coated in the olive oil.
Noel, can you put the camera down so we can see the pan? We can't see what's in the pan.
Check your sauce, check your wine. Make sure everyone checks their wine. It's not. That's what you want with your wine. About that much. And if it's to that point, take it off. Take it off the stove. Okay? Because we're just starting the risotto. Everybody good. Garlic, shallots, arboreal rice, and olive oil. Okay, good. Add a ladle full of lobster stock. Okay. If not 2. It does not have to be on high. Just let it simmer, cook to a boil. Keep it stirred. Okay? And while that's going,
Rice into the lobster sauce?
no, lobster stock into the rice. All right, everybody good? Cream. You should have a cream.
It goes to the
Going
wine.
right into that butter sauce. That's what your butter sauce should look like now.
That's the wine, right?
Yeah, the wine reduction.
Cream and what butter? Chef, I missed
Stirring.
the other sauce. Is the cream for the risotto or is there a separate butter sauce?
The wine sauce, the butter sauce, yes.
Yes, the wine sauce that was reducing, add your cream to it. One of your creams, not both of them, just one of them.
Okay, just have,
Doesn't matter which one, which cream?
No, it does not matter.
Goes into the wine?
It goes into the wine reduction that we had, yes.
Thank you.
Chef, quick question. Should we just be simmering the risotto?
Yes, just what we're doing, simmer the risotto, and then when it starts to absorb it, you're going to add another ladleful of the hot stock. And just kind of keep it moving around in there.
No, okay, okay.
We don't
I'm just gonna do it this way.
We don't have the ingredients.
We do.
Okay.
Everybody good?
You
Huh?
know,
So you should have wine reduction and cream going now. And you should have your arboreal rice with lobster stock cooking it. Okay? As soon as it absorbs the stock, add another ladleful. Everybody good?
What consistency do you want the risotto to be?
Butter sauce.
Uh,
I think they're referring
no, I think that was my question.
Honey,
Robin May. We missed the butter sauce. Put it in the butter sauce. All right. Put it on Robin May if you can. If they still have questions.
Sorry, we just heard you say butter sauce, and so we just got confused if we were supposed to have an extra butter sauce. But I think
Yeah, it was just the white wine reduction that you had. I just added a cream to it.
okay, perfect. We're
And
good.
you're going, and so with this cream sauce, the cream and the wine reduction, we're going to reduce it by half. That's what we're looking for. We're
Perfect.
reducing it by half. Soda should be absorbing stock.
What's heating this pan up for what?
quick question, Chef. What flame are you using on your cream sauce, just so we don't burn, to reduce it, but what flame are you using?
What flavor am I using in the cream sauce?
Yeah, how high of a flame are you using? 'Cause I hear you mentioned
Oh,
to reduce.
I'm on medium heat right now.
Okay, perfect.
I
Thank
just
you.
slowed it down because it seemed like everybody had a question. Usually if it was in the kitchen, I'd be going full bore. You know, but right now, just slowly, just let it reduce. That's fine. We're in no hurry with that. Keep adding stock to your risotto.
this risotto is going to be how much? 5 ounces. 5 ounces of rice.
What temperature? This is not supposed to be that.
Yeah, that's supposed to be boiling.
Keep letting that risotto. And again, I don't have my risotto on high. It's on about medium also. We're just reducing the sauce. Noel's got a phone call.
I've made this before. The risotto is delicious.
Add a little more stock.
Is that stock with the beef broth? Is that?
And just letting that arboreal rice absorb it. See how nice and slow, letting this cook. Stirring. By this time, this butter sauce should be looking real good too.
Okay. As soon as, okay, here we go, honey. This is where you start. Okay, so is this on and warm? There, that's a good part. Okay. Okay, now just blend all that together with a wooden spoon. Wooden spoon more. Oh, here, honey. Here.
All right, is everybody good? One thing I forgot to tell you, I'm going to be straining this sauce because I don't want to be eating peppercorns and all that stuff with it. So if you got like a little hand strainer, grab one and just have it set to the side, okay?
It's sort of like,
Soda,
said like sweat.
nice and creamy. You see all that creaminess starting to come with it? Add a little bit more lobster stock.
You want this on?
Now we're gonna.
Again, it does not have to be on high.
Oh, hi.
Slowing everything down. For your cream sauce, if it's starting to get almost halfway, this butter with the R on it, we're going to cut it in half. Cut this piece of butter in half. So you got a small piece of butter like this now. I am going to cut mine into three more pieces like this. So I cut my first butter, and then that half piece that I have, I'm going to cut it into thirds.
Tough question. Should we be warming up the oven?
Yes, preheat your oven to 400. Preheat your ovens to 400 if you got a chance. I meant to tell him that.
Thank you. Thanks for the question, Mr. Mackey.
Preheat your oven to 400. Good question. Thank you. You just saved me. Okay. And I'm adding some more stock. In fact, I just used all my stock. All my lobster stock is now in my risotto. Now that I did that, here goes the rock shrimp.
Should the oven be in convection?
Convection, rotating heat, yes. I'm adding the rock shrimp to the risotto.
Quick question, the butter that you asked us to half and then third, were we supposed to add a portion of that to the cream sauce at this point?
We
No?
haven't added it yet.
Right.
If your sauce is reduced, sure. I can't see your sauce just yet, but when we added that cream, approximately you want to reduce that cream sauce by half. Okay? And I'm just cutting it into thirds so it melts easier when we start emulsifying the sauce. That's the purpose of it. So you have a butter, cut it in half, and then cut that half into thirds. And my sauce is about there.
Let's see it.
Okay? It's nice and thick. And I'm going to start adding the butter to it. And here's the thing with the butter sauce. When you add the butter, one third of that at a time, and just keep your saucepan swirling. That's how I'm melting the butter in there. I'm just swirling it in. Add another one. And I'm just emulsifying the sauce. Has everybody used all their stock for their risotto?
Nope, still finishing the stock, almost done.
Okay.
I still have some left. Should I use it all?
You're supposed to use it all.
Yes, use it all. And if you want to now, go ahead and add the rest of it to it. And let it kind of start absorbing it. So I'm emulsifying the sauce. Keeping an eye on my risotto.
Can you please show us your risotto again? Here too.
You want to show it?
Yeah.
Did you see that? You go up close.
Got it.
Well, he's flaming it, man. He's on high.
Okay. We're not quite there yet.
Can you see that?
Yes, thanks.
Okay. You just want to get to the point to where you used all your stock, because we're still going to add some cream to this. Okay. Now, everybody used all their butter in their sauce, swirled it in. Yes, no?
Okay, you had us use half the butter divided into thirds. That's all in the sauce. Did you? What do we do with the other half the butter? Hold?
No. No.
Could you elucidate?
Chef, does that mean add all the butter now?
The R butter, right?
Yes.
You cut it in half?
Yes.
And then that half you cut it into 3 pieces?
Yes.
Correct.
Start dropping the 3 pieces. Just swirl it in there, one at a time. When it's melted, okay? Then take that off the heat.
Okay.
Not do anything else.
Okay.
Keep an eye on your risotto. So I'm ready to add some cream to my risotto. Is everybody there?
Risotto is still absorbing the stock.
Okay.
Same here.
Same here.
You can leave it up if you need to. I just turned it down just because I wanted to slow things so no one burns anything. You can crank it up a little bit more. Risotto's soupy, okay? Just turn it up.
Okay.
But we have not added the lobster yet.
The shrimp.
The shrimp, sorry.
Okay, add the shrimp.
A little more and then soup.
Anybody have any questions? Am I going too fast? Am I not explaining myself? Would a large skillet help? No. You don't want to larger skillet.
Question, chef. Quick question on the risotto's is still a bit al dente as we added the rock shrimp. I'm assuming that's not a
That's
problem.
rock shrimp good.
Got it. Thanks.
And then I'm going to be adding the second cream to my risotto.
So chef, should the risotto, if you taste one, it's still pretty hard.
Yeah,
We
it should be.
We haven't had it on rock shrimp yet, but should we just keep cooking it until it softens up?
Yeah, you can add, turn your heat up. Turn your heat up on your risotto.
Yeah.
And add more liquid to it. It doesn't look like you're adding it quick, fast enough. Turn the heat up and just keep adding more stock and get caught up.
Just
Close. And then add the shrimp. Okay.
Okay, so my risotto is starting to look like this. Nice and creamy.
Chef, a question. When do you add the cream, and do you add the new cream or the one we reduced?
The one you reduced is for the sauce. The other cream is for your risotto. So when you add the cream to the risotto is after all the stock has been absorbed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Almost, not yet.
Yeah, no, but I'm gonna still open it.
How's everybody looking?
We're getting close on the risotto. We're still waiting for it to absorb all the stock.
Yeah, still waiting to absorb the water in the risotto, but it's getting there.
Okay, that's fine. Like I said, I've got high-powered stuff, so.
Chef, I bought a pint of cream and I used half of it with the beurre blanc. Should I use the other half for the risotto?
That's Doug Thorne.
Yes.
Looks like
So
he's
you
a
have-
trailer. He's
What
on
was
his
the
boat.
question again? What was the question again?
I bought a pint of cream. I used half of it for the beurre blanc. Should I use the other half in the risotto?
Yes, the other half will be for the risotto.
Roger that.
And once your rice has absorbed the stock, then you're going to be adding the cream to the risotto.
Stir.
Make sure your shrimp is already in the risotto.
What a fucker. He's a fucker.
Yeah, that's my kind of kitchen right there.
Make
Risotto piece.
I don't think.
What did you say?
Oh, God. What he says, whatever.
The reduced
Sorry.
the beurre blanc. That's the sauce. Did that help, Mr. Hinton?
We're just finishing up our risotto with the shrimp and then the cream.
Okay.
the shrimp in now.
Just to double.
You have a question? She unmuted.
Hey, Chef,
Yes.
we were keeping up with you and we've got the cream in there and I'm just worried about it going too long. Over
The
the heat.
cream in the sauce?
No, in the risotto.
Okay, just let it absorb the cream. That's all you're trying to do with it.
And once it's absorbed, should I turn the heat off?
I have, because I'm waiting for everyone to catch up, yes.
Okay.
I think the wine are doing a good job absorbing.
And taste your risotto too.
There's some tasting spoons over there.
I'm at salt to mine. Has everybody got their cream in their risotto?
Okay. Is it the cream or the one with the peppercorns? That's, we're saving that one.
The peppercorn sauce is for the sauce. The other cream was for the risotto.
Okay. We're tracking. We're good. Okay.
Yeah? Everybody good? Good. You guys remember that mascarpone I had? Mascarpone, this little cream cheese looking thing. Drop that into the risotto.
How much of the mascarpone?
All of it.
Well, but I bought one from Whole Foods, the whole container.
Oh, 2 ounces.
Thank you.
So 1 tablespoon is 3. How many ounces?
Everybody with me. We're all good.
Are you trying to get all this off in here?
No, just enough for, well,
I have
yeah.
more.
Yeah, but let it absorb completely.
To stick.
2 ounces. Oh, I know what 2 ounces is.
It's like a shot. Heavy shot. Pretty shot.
Everybody's good. Everyone's got their risotto going. That's the mascarpone. Remember your tasting spoon.
Oh, yeah.
Try it. See how you like.
Tablespoon. How many ounces in a tablespoon?
Now, there's 2 more things.
Okay.
Oh.
The other butter.
2 ounces.
The other butter with the R on it. We cut half of it up for the sauce.
Quarter of a cup, yeah.
Going to cut, again, in thirds, this other butter. The one that had the R on it. The other half of it.
Are you trying to get all this in here?
Yeah, yeah.
We're putting it in the risotto.
More butter in the risotto.
More butter in the risotto. Or the only butter.
The only butter in the risotto.
Okay? And just slowly let that melt in there.
Oh,
The other way.
All 3/3?
All 3/3, yes. I got mine on low temp because my risotto's about done. I don't want to cook it any further. Just kind of slowly stir it, fold it in, get that butter melted in there.
Chef, did I miss you putting the scallops in, or are we still waiting on those?
We have not done the scallops yet, no.
Got it.
We are going to move to the souffle next. And then once the souffle's in, then we'll sear the scallops. Okay? As you can see, my risotto is extremely creamy. Okay? Remember the salt? Make sure you season it. Make sure you season it with some salt. Okay. And while you're doing that, you should have a little bit of Parmesan. Parmesan cheese, Parmesan, right in there, all of it. Then you got all these beautiful herbs. Beautiful herbs. There you go. Right in there.
That's going into the risotto, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, you got the Parmesan and the herbs going into the risotto.
Chef, on the herbs, is it the one that has the two items in it, or just the one?
What was the question?
So the herbs for the risotto, there's a large container and a small container.
Use the large one. You'll be able to smell it. It's parsley and basil.
Thank you.
Small one is for the sauce.
Thank you.
We haven't added it yet.
Thank you.
The cream in the risotto.
Did I skip the cream in it? No.
Can you skip it?
Yeah, if you want to. You can. It won't be as good.
You hear that, Joyce?
So, tasting it.
Why would you skip anything in a pandemic? Give yourself the cream.
Well, look.
I've been saying that for 10 months.
Oh my God, that is so good. Sorry.
No dry January either.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm turning off my risotto and I'm just gonna let it sit in a nice little warm spot. Okay, but we will use mascarpone. You can use more mascarpone, that's fine.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna finish the sauce. Right now, you should have the cream and butter in it. Okay. Everyone got a lemon? You're gonna need a lemon. This is going into the beurre blanc sauce,
How much?
the whole thing. Just squeeze it in there. Put your hand over there, catch all the seeds. Wow. Done. Swirl it in. Okay. Everybody there? No complaints? All right. I'm going to strain it now. I'm going to strain out all those shallots and the peppercorns. Okay. All I'm doing is I've got a strainer. Any hand strainer will do. Just put it into something that's going to keep it warm, and I'm just straining it. Always strain a sauce, no matter what those guys from the CIA tell you. All right, so I got my sauce.
Yeah.
You should have your chopped chives. Chopped chives. Drop them in there.
Could you repeat, please? We're a little behind.
Okay, where are you at?
The whole thing.
Where are you at? Where are they?
We
Who was
put
that?
the risotto and then you asked for a lemon and then we kind of got lost.
Okay, so your risotto should have had all the lobster stock in there. Then we added cream.
It did.
Okay, we reduced it all the way up.
Yep.
Turned it down.
Yep.
Add mascarpone cheese.
Yep.
Okay, then add the butter.
I
Cut
think
into thirds.
the risotto we think is done.
Yeah, we did
It's,
that. That's
it's
all
when you
good.
started with the lemon, we got lost.
Okay, so the risotto's done. Okay, good. The lemon is for the beurre blanc, the sauce. That white wine and cream you had reducing. Add the lemon to that.
Okay, we got that. It's
Okay.
reduced. Okay.
Now strain it,
Okay, Did that. we're good.
strain the sauce, and
Yes.
then add your chives to the sauce.
Chives. Okay.
Okay, and just keep your sauce in a warm area. Not hot, just warm. So everyone should have their risotto and their beurre blanc. Next thing we're going to move to is the souffle. Okay? Everybody grab out their recipe.
Can I just ask, so we got that, we add the lemon to the sauce that was reducing with the peppercorns after we drained it, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then we
And then-
leave that simmering?
No, keep it warm. Keep
Okay.
it off the heat because you got an emulsification. If you get it hot, it's gonna break.
Okay,
So you just want to keep it in a nice warm area. Once it's strained, then add your chopped chives to it. You don't want to strain it with the chives in there because then you won't have chives in there. So strain your sauce and then add the chives to it. Good? Good. All right. Your last pot you should have is boiling water. Now,
The risotto.
any questions? I've got both the sauce and the risotto off the heat. Do not keep them going. Nice corn. Good. Delicious. Everybody good? All right, get your recipe out for your souffle.
That looks like somebody didn't get a recipe in the box.
Okay, I'm sorry. That was Noel's fault.
Hey,
I don't know if you can see this. You don't really need the recipe because I'm going to walk through it, but I'll get you a recipe. Oh, Sharon Kaiser. She probably didn't. Okay, Mrs. Kaiser, you're going to need 100 grams of dark chocolate. You're going to need 57 grams of butter, 3 yolks, 4 whites, and 50 grams of sugar. Let me know if you got that. Here's the recipe if you need it. I don't know if you can see that.
Hey, Chef, I got a question.
Sure.
Who's going to come clean my kitchen? Because I got a freaking disaster going on here.
John Maher will be over there in about 10 minutes.
Okay. I'm not close by, but I need help. Thanks.
I'll send him over there.
Would you like us to separate the yolks and the whites now?
All I want you to, if you are at that point, yes. But here's the catch. You only need 3 yolks. Do not put the 4th one in there. You need 4 whites and 3 yolks. Get them separated.
Are we putting our chocolate in our double boiler yet?
We haven't got to that point. Just get your eggs separated. One. Two. 3. 4. So I've got 4 whites, three yolks.
So the whites and the yellows have to be separated
Yes.
from each
3
other.
yolks, 4 whites.
And they have to be separated.
They need to be separated.
Okay. And if you get a little bit of yellow or a little bit of yolk in the white, that
I'm not going to tell anyone.
my wife already screwed it out.
Fine.
You're
It's fine.
totally fired, Chris.
Yeah, you're fired.
Okay.
Okay, everybody there. You got this sugar right into the yolks. Okay. And we're just going to kind of blend it. And you want to put it at a ribbon stage. I don't know if anyone knows what ribbon means, but after you go through it, you're going to see some streaks going across your yolks.
Cool.
Just like that. I did not mix it up too much. Okay. So I got another stainless steel bowl. You actually need 3. I am going to put my chocolate in one of them and my butter. Chocolate and butter.
The essence of life.
Chocolate, butter, and a spatula.
Chef, do you have both the egg sugar mixture and the chocolate and butter on the heat over the boiling water?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Can you repeat the question?
So I've got one bowl with my egg and sugar, and then we have another with our chocolate and butter. Are both of those over like the double boiler heat?
Hold on, hold on. You should have egg and sugar, egg yolk and sugar, butter and chocolate, and then the third one for your whites.
Okay. And is any of that over the heat right now?
Which one?
Are any of those 3 items over the heat?
Nothing's on the heat yet. We haven't gotten to that point.
Got it. Thank you.
Is everybody with us?
No, sorry, what was in that first bowl, please?
What's that?
What was in the first bowl you showed us?
Noel, come over here.
Eggs and
I've got sugar and yolks.
Okay.
I've got egg whites. And I've got chocolate and butter.
So what if you happen to put the sugar with the whites? Is there any way out of that?
no, we'll just do 3 more eggs.
Okay.
Well, it's going to prevent them from whipping up. Yes.
Okay. How much sugar did you have?
57 grams.
Okay, thanks.
50 grams. 50 grams of sugar. And if you're off by a little bit or extra, it's fine because it's strictly for the sweetness of the souffle. So give or take a third of a cup to a half of a cup. We good? All right. First things first. Bain Marie, your chocolate and butter. I've got a spatula. Just going to kind of let these things melt a little bit. I'm going to break my butter up a little bit so that kind of letting this get there. Get it No. We're just melting the chocolate and the butter right now.
That's what.
Chef, I have a question.
Sure.
I'm using Scharfenberger unsweetened dark chocolate, 99% cocoa. So should I add some sugar to my double boiler melting chocolate?
Well, it sounds like, I mean, sugar is for sweetness.
I know. And
I wouldn't add any more sugar to it. I wouldn't. Maybe pick it up into the egg yolks.
Uh-huh.
Maybe add like 2 tablespoons more.
Okay.
You know, leave as is.
I
It's
was
fine.
just, it's not. Thank you.
So I'm making a ganache. Pretty much that's all I'm making right now. Butter and chocolate emulsified together. Okay. Just melting it up.
Once it's all melted on the ganache, do you just put it aside?
Excuse me?
Just put it on the side when it's melted.
When it's melted, yes, set it off to the side.
Okay.
I had a. Gary, where did it go?
Hopefully everybody's there. Mine's about there. Coming over here. Okay. Everybody with us? We're good? Good. So now I'm going to fold together the egg yolks and the chocolate. And I like to get all the chocolate in there, so I scrape my chocolate into the egg yolks. Scrape it down. Make sure you got all the chocolate in there. Okay. And just gradually fold it in. Okay. And here at the club, when we would make this souffle, you can make a batch of this to this point, chill it, and start from here the next day. And all you got to do is whip your whites. It helps speed things up when you're in the restaurant. Okay. So I'm just folding the yolks into this chocolate. Okay. You don't want to overdo it. Just get them mixed in. It's okay if there's some streaks in there. That's not a problem. Okay. Mine's nice and folded in. Okay. Now, the last one done whipping their whites is paying double for the class today. So I don't know if you guys have a mixer or if you plan on doing it by hand. The best way to do whites by hand, did you see how flimsy this whisk is? They make really firm ones. They make flimsy ones. These flimsy ones are for good for whites. If you got a mixer, there's not a lot of whites in there, so it may be tough for you to get them whisked up. But all I'm going to do is just start whisking this. Okay.
If we're gonna do the whites later, do we do the whites later and then add them to the cooled chocolate or bring the chocolate back to room temperature?
All you need is your tempered chocolate mix and your yolks folded together. That's where we're at right now.
Yes.
Now we're starting to whip the whites. If you've already got your whites whipped, wait for me to get there.
I meant if we're going to prepare the whole chocolate dessert later. My question is, You said put the chocolate in the
Yes,
fridge.
you can get it to this point. And if
Yes.
you want to chill it down, or if you have some extra, you can put it in a container, put it in the fridge. The next day, just bring it to room temperature and then add your whites to it.
Thank you.
Did I answer your question?
Yes, thank
Okay, sorry. All right, so I almost got all my whites whipped.
Like a meringue, point like a meringue.
Kathleen's been waiting to use this copper bowl for 10 years.
Glad I put it to use. Your wife told me you're about that, so that's why we're doing it. All right, so I got my whites done. Everybody there? Good. 1/3 of the time.
One question, how do you know when the whites are done?
How do you know when the whites are done?
We're not there.
See that?
Fluffy.
We're not there.
Yeah, no, we're not.
Peaks on them.
Got it. Okay.
It's almost looking like a meringue.
Yep, no, we've got more whipping to do.
Okay. I got some more whipping to do too over here on Noel.
This one. You don't need any more of these, right? All right.
Let me know when everybody's there. If you're there, give me a thumbs up in the message box. Okay, not there. All right, last one done. You're paying double for the class. All right. Okay. And if you taste the whites, they should taste like egg whites. Go figure. If you get a chance and you are done, souffle dishes. Grab your souffle dishes.
It should have already been pre-lined with butter and sugar, right?
They've already been buttered and sugar dusted. Everybody there? Yeah?
I see shaking heads. Hang on.
I don't see any
They're
shaking. All
still-
right,
they're
Mrs.
still-
Henley's not done.
They're still working on their egg whites.
That's right. Get them nice and whipped. Sometimes if you tie the whisk to the dog's tail and put a beef over him, he starts wagging it. He whips those things really fast, you know.
Is your oven preheated, Jeff? Is your oven ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still separate. So chef, we have not mixed the egg whites with the chocolate yet.
Jeff, there's a question for you.
We have not mixed the whites with the chocolate yet.
Not yet.
Thank you.
What's the question?
They have not mixed the whites with the chocolate. I said not yet.
We're
No,
ready.
I haven't.
The dog wants to eat the egg whites. That was a bad idea.
Yes, it is. All right, so everybody ready?
Hang on, question.
Crucial point.
Quick question. All
Kind
right.
of you don't want to overfold your whites into the chocolate, okay? You don't want to overfold it. So you're going to take 1/3 of your whites, okay, and just put them in there, okay? And just gently fold that in. Okay. Gently fold it in. Turn your bowl. Okay. Starting to get a bunch of air in there. Go ahead and another third. Should be getting milk chocolatey in color. Again, do not overfold it. Just get them kind of incorporated. And finally, the last third. There you go. I got a spoon and my souffle. And I am going to be just pouring this in there. And you want to fill it to the top. Don't shake it. Don't bounce it. Don't throw it across the room. Be very careful with this. No earthquakes, no nothing. Okay? Setting that there really carefully. And you should have plenty to even do a couple more. Okay? They're filled. I'm putting mine on a sheet pan so I can pull them both out at the same time. Everybody with us?
All right.
Yeah, whites will take you a while. You see these forearms?
That's the whites.
All right, so let's throw these in the oven, 400 degrees, 20 minutes. Don't open it, don't check it, don't look at it.
And be gentle with it, right?
Be very gentle, be very careful with them. Okay.
Are you able to save these leftovers or not?
Yeah, you could save it, but as time goes on, the egg whites are going to, no more air in them. So they'll become a little more liquidy. That's why, again, I make the base ahead of time, the chocolate and egg yolk sugar mix. And I put that as my base. And then when I get an order for it, I just do the whites, and then I fold it in. So that's the way I'm utilizing everything at one time.
There you go. Okay.
Chef, is this going to be on the menu when
We had it on the menu for about, I don't know, it was about 6 months. But the recipe I gave you guys with the Stilton and white chocolate sauce, that was the sauce for the souffle. So if you don't remember it on the menu, that tells me you never went up to the main dining room.
I was up in the main dining room. I sometimes don't save room for dessert, but I will this year.
I think it's a Commodore.
Oh, is it Commodore? Okay. But yes, that was on our menu. And when we come back soon, we're putting it back on. Hell
Wait
yeah.
a minute. I think you always save room for dessert.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so your souffle should be on. Next thing, Hot pan, hot saute pan. Hot saute pan. All right. We've got our risotto resting over here. We're going to warm that up in just a minute. Our sauce is nice and ready to go. We're going to sear off the scallops. Now I've got a trick to scallops, and it's almost the same philosophy as the souffle, okay? We're going to put grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil. Put that in the pan. You should have plenty. Get it all nice and hot.
Does it matter if it's nonstick or regular?
No, you shouldn't. Because we're going to get, the reason we're using grapeseed oil, because I'm sure you guys know it has a higher smoke point. Not much flavor to it. So we are not going to add the scallops until that pan is smoking. We want a hot, hot pan. Okay?
Chef, are the scallops supposed to be whole?
Are the scallops supposed to be cold?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you want them cold.
Yeah, you want to keep them
Yeah,
refrigerated.
you want it, it's seafood. It's perishable. It's fine if they're cold. I'm opening mine.
No, let me ask that again. I said, are they supposed to be whole? Are they to be cut or full?
I didn't hear the question.
Can you repeat the question?
Are they supposed to be whole scallops?
Oh, whole.
Yes, whole, yes. I did, as is how I gave them to you.
Yours didn't quite make it here to Anacortes.
Yeah, he's.
Oh, well, okay, sorry.
Okay, and I'm looking at scallops that one is literally the size of a lemon and the other is the size of a walnut. So
Yeah, I understand that. You know, sometimes when you're working with seafood vendors, I got 2 tubs in. Some of them were huge, and I'd already counted out the small ones, but that's okay. We're going to work through it, and it's still the same process on how we're going to cook it. So it shouldn't matter. They may cook, the smaller ones may cook a little quicker than the big ones. We're going to pull those off ahead of time. And I've got some small ones and I've got some big ones just to demonstrate and show you it.
Have you done anything to the scallops? Have you salt and peppered them? Have you dried them?
I haven't done anything to them, and this is just my preference, okay? I'm only going to season mine with salt. I don't like pepper on white fish because then it stands out. It looks like it's speckled. That's just a personal thing of mine. So I'm only seasoning mine with salt. Anybody have a hot pan yet?
I'm ready.
All right. Mine's getting there. I got a smoke point. Can you show them what smoke point means?
The Jacksons are smoking.
Exactly. All right. Mine's smoking. I'm going to drop a scallop in there. And I'm starting with the big ones first. If you got some big ones,
You got more scallops than you could ever imagine.
do not touch them. Don't flip them. Don't check them. I will show you how a scallop should look when you're cooking them. You'll see a golden crust on the outside edges of them. And that's what you're going to be looking. But don't touch them until then. Let them caramelize. Let them caramelize. Throw those there. I'm going to go ahead and put my small ones in too. That's what I'm doing. Okay. If you look at my pan, it's not overcrowded. Okay.
You are touching them.
I'm taking all the heat away from the pan because I'm trying to overcrowd it. Work in batches if you have to. Okay. I got a pair of tongs. We're going to let these cook. I'm putting my bigger ones towards the middle. And if you look at something, if you see this scallop right here, this one right here, I got my tongue on. You can see the caramelization is starting to come on the outside of the scallop. And when I flip that thing, oh boy, look at that. Nice crust. Some of them may take a little longer than others. And let the cooking do its job. Okay? I got another one ready. Nice, beautiful bronze color. Oh, I got another small one. Small ones might cook a little quicker for you. That's okay. What we want. We're going to pull them earlier from the pan than the larger ones. Okay. Starting to flip my large ones. Nice crust on there. I'm cheating a little bit. I'm looking underneath there. I'm going to let those cook. Don't do what I did. But I'm getting a nice golden color on my scallops. Hot pan. That's what does it. A couple of these scallops I think are done. I'm not going to throw them in the oven. I like mine about medium rare. Okay. While you're all there, you're cooking your scallops. You got a couple seconds. Grab a couple plates because we're going to plate this food up here in just a second. Whatever plates you got. I've got 2 plates for me and Noel.
Yeah.
And Gail Lee, right?
No, nobody else is here.
Oh, Gail Lee left?
Oh.
Okay. Flipping my scallop, nice golden color.
That may be that good.
Okay. I think that one's done also. Just letting these things cook. Okay. While I'm waiting for those, I'm going to hit my risotto on the top, get it warmed up. Doesn't have to be on high, maybe medium to low. All you're trying to do is just warm this risotto up.
How much oil was in the scallop pan?
I don't know, enough to
Coat it.
2 ounces. I don't know how big their pan is. Yeah, just enough to coat it. All right, my scallops are starting to caramelize everywhere.
What kind of white wine was in the shallot peppercorn sauce?
Just a Chardonnay.
Chardonnay.
Nothing sweet. A dry Chardonnay. Get your caviar ready. Risotto warming up. Don't look at the souffle. Hopefully you got a timer set. We're almost done with these scallops. In fact, mine are done. Okay. Nice caramelization. Turn the heat off. Let that cool. Okay. Everybody with me? Yeah? Okay, good.
Wow.
All right. So now, these pea shoots, Pea shoots. I'm going to toss a little olive oil in there. Get them all nice and dressed. A little bit of salt. Okay. Got my garnish ready. Risotto's hot. Now my sauce. Nice little sauce. Okay.
So put your two plates together.
Got a little risotto in there. Damn good. Taking my scallops. I'm gonna put one. This is for Noel. He told me he wasn't going to show up to work today if I didn't feed him.
I only get 3, Chef.
Caviar. Nice little amount of caviar. Pea shoots.
Wow.
Nice looking. Again, putting those there. Caviar. Dig in.
Look at this guy. That is beautiful, Chef.
Hopefully everybody's there. Anybody have any questions? What's the time?
So the scallops are done. What are we supposed to do with the cream sauce?
I've got 5 minutes on my souffle, so everyone should be.
Repeat the question, please.
So the scallops are done. Should we do anything with the cream sauce? With the
I put the cream sauce down first, then I put the risotto on top of it.
So the cream sauce is for the risotto.
The cream sauce is for, it's actually the sauce for the scallops.
Ah,
But I put it down on the plate first, then risotto on top, then I put my scallops.
So in plating, put that
So
down.
put this on, just heat it hot.
Well, bon appetit, everybody. Chef, awesome job. I hacked mine up as parallel as you can do it, and it's still delicious. So thanks so much. It's a blast.
Good. Turkey burger.
Hey, Chef. Hey, Chef, so there's the scallops. We're going to put them on the sauce with the risotto.
You're going to put your sauce down first. Then you're going to put your risotto.
We're good to go.
And then you put your scallops, then the caviar, then your pea greens. And I toss my pea greens in a little bit of olive oil and salt.
I didn't get the pea greens, but I got everything else. What it sounded like.
Thank you, Chef. We are so excited to eat this.
Well, you can start eating. We're not done yet.
Oh,
We got 5 minutes for our souffles.
Ah, you are correct.
Well,
Hey, Chef. Hey, thanks. Woohoo! Dinner time.
There you go. That's it.
Awesome.
Anybody have any questions, concerns?
Oh, wow, that looks great. Oh, my mom.
Anybody need help?
Where do you like to get your, what are some of your favorite seafood sources?
Sources? I'm getting mine from, I get mine from Kanaloa Seafood. They are a, you know, they've been on the Monterey board for the fish and hatchery for years. They use sustainable seafood fishing. If it's not available, you're not going to find it there. So not always do they have salmon. I also got a place down here that in the city, Newport Seafood.
Yes.
They do a good job. Those are my two main sources. Some stuff I get from Maine if I'm getting lobsters, specific friendly stuff, you know. But mostly Kanaloa and Newport fish.
Hey, Chef Aaron.
Yes.
This has been awesome.
Good.
Did you start from the beginning?
What's that?
Did you start from the beginning? How do we do the risotto?
Okay, so you're going to put olive oil
Aaron,
in a pan.
Aaron, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm just trying to help.
We're all plated. This has been absolutely awesome.
You're going to start eating that, and then you're going to get ready to pull your souffle probably in the next 2 minutes. At least mine.
Yeah. By the way, we're just down on the in the marina on the dock, so you can come down and check out our place if you like.
Take a picture.
We're on the marina too.
Who's in the marina?
The Jacksons, right there.
We're just to the west of the sail dock.
Okay, we're coming over.
We're taking pictures of our plates. Just to make sure we have it.
We're serving like 6 people with your risotto here. This is very generous servings.
Souffles. Where's mine? And
Somehow I got demoted to cleanup.
Looking good.
then with these, little circle, little dollop in there. I'm going to pour some Crème Anglaise in there. I'm going to pack it full with some raspberries. Well,
Thank you. Okay. I will.
Chef, did you put a hole in there?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so you put a hole in the center and then you pour it in the middle?
Yep. Little raspberry.
Wow.
And again, if you try that white chocolate Stilton one, that's just as good. Nice and warm. Add some raspberries in there.
That is hot.
Oh yeah, the things are hot too, as Noel just found out.
Could you do that again with the hole in the middle?
Yeah, just take your spoon and just kind of open it up a little bit.
Okay.
And then just pour some creme anglaise down in there. Take a bite. Pretty good.
It's very good, Chef. All right, open it up.
I did not get the biggest rise out of mine. Could be over whipped whites. So I made them last week and I got like 4 inches on them.
We did everything with the rye.
Ours seem to be very tall.
What's that?
Ours seem to be very tall.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
should
good.
be. They should be. I still got a nice rise out of them, but just not as much as I would have liked to.
We were able to get five souffles.
Nice.
Oh, you guys got 5 of them? Good.
Yeah. That means the dog gets one. I know.
Anybody have any questions?
Oh, Chef, I gotta tell you, this was pretty good.
Yeah.
It's
I would not.
question. When cooking the scallops, we just had a lot of grease flying everywhere. Is that kind of what happens when you cook the scallops?
Well, yeah, there's a little bit of water in them, and when the water meets the oil and it's hot, it's gonna splash, but that's okay.
Okay.
Just hot pan and get them seared.
Okay.
Any other questions? Thank you very much for joining us. Any last minute questions for Chef?
Chef, ours turned out perfectly, our souffles.
Good.
Nice.
Good.
All right, because this was fabulous. So much fun.
It was great. This was such a fun dinner night. with
We'd like to do another one, soon. We'll talk to, whoever wants to put one together. We'd like to do another one. This is fun stuff for us. Keeps us busy.
It was. Can we get the recipes so we can try and make this again?
You have the recipe for the souffle. I put them in everybody's box.
I have the recipe for the souffle. I was hoping for measurements on
What's that?
hoping for measurements on the sauce for the risotto. I can come up with how much stock, etc., but the sauce on the risotto, if we could get some measurements. Or I'll just.
Thank you. This is.
I'd really like to hear too what Noel thought of his dinner.
Oh my gosh, it is so good.
I've got a knife to his side right now.
No, honestly, the risotto is perfect. The scallops and the sauce, the beurre blanc, it's just awesome. Good stuff. Like I told Chef, I'm gonna watch the show again and do this at home and pretend that I know what I'm doing and impress my wife.
There you go.
Bravo, Chef. Thank you. Thank you, Noel. Fantastic.
Cheers to everybody, and Sharon, thank you so much.
Chef,
Chef.
watching from the Big Island in Hawaii and New Zealand, and thank you
Hey,
all for
Sheriff,
joining
can
us.
I ask one quick question? Can we get a copy of the recipes here in Hawaii? And it's great if you want to come and deliver them by hand, it's fine.
Okay, no problem. You send me some tuna, I'll send you some recipes. Just email me. Just email me and I'll send you a recipe. No problem.
Aloha.
Mahalo.
Bye, Chef.
Thanks, Chef.
Everyone.
All right, see ya.
Thank you. So much fun.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so much. It's incredible.
Lots of
See you. Hi, Commodore.
Hi, Joyce. Nice to see you. Say hi to Chris.
All right, over and out. We're going to dinner.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
I'm going to eat my dinner.